president of the Volta Regional House of Chiefs, into lawyer Charles Haigo, and ne watin nananom konwa so I bono eye idini togbe topre hodo and almost me fanyo man. Aye nana we are togbe so nana Afro Capitola at the frewo tinana utirinkwa being elected president of the Volta Regional House of Chiefs. Mema wa pinshapa no so na mensan aka kiro se eja eye tete lawyer Charles Haigo senior Charles Haigo ena wono wakodi akonya ewo amfoiga na ene yakoto aba ni akwakoyi no as the president of the Volta Regional House of Chiefs ena emabuno ne so musre mi ada menyi na naso edi lawyer Charles Haigo ena oti akonya kese so togbe topre hodo nti ehunsem nyina da ebe sorry yes Ivan Jiku ohun usinia and Wakakoye, president of the Water House of Chiefs, Evans Mamentonka. Uti Nate 100.9 FM na ene eye juada opepon bosome na yewomu ne da etoso eye edu emienu enenti gusuneti Nate 100.9 FM na eye afino ekọ eye awieye na yede radiase se nyame eboa yen na afe empino aduonu enum no ko na wieye ame ababesi afe empino aduonu ensia emu na dine kan na me mind dwumadie yede bramo na dwoyi na dwumadie mi amedi ho chia me from ADAKABRI Mahmudu Osioma na as usual banyini ko juda me ado ena wode me asi abontene majeri say agiman aboni chidom na nantwi ono nsoso ena oya brante kwa o hyehye na otaato ebo amrante kwa ne mienu technical production so abna frema abankro ai na abna ena na nantwi defo yada so san aboa no ana ono so ehwe ama yetimi a share content ni nyina on various social media handles say ye Facebook on Facebook live say ye X say ye IG say ye TikTok say ye bebiada science abetimi aka ni nyina abra frema ehwe na YouTube so odi aka ho di amayen afa engineering team no na wo mo aginam atu agbo worker wotie ko na jare na naboaje na adasankuno ma da nyina ye saramrane se sempro na fa facilities team no Big Solo ana dada ana yaw na fe susu no Godfred your friend Ubrana na aye Sami DJ Bosco Mapuna na Milson yasan mrani se tete na bibia timi akoye ede amain na yetrase a afi na hyase interview be miensa bi oho ensemfu adaba maso or say traffic situation before, during and after Christmas say eye akwantempon awodo so enkran kuro yi mu akwantifo ye tu kwan o haw ne atete a ye ko mu ansa na bronya ne beba bronya ne mu atete ye di bronya ne wie ye mu atete ne nyina no ye bedwendwene ho kakra na yahwe se de besi akro. Also 1 year of President Mahama, inflation in single digits. How does it impact in your pocket? Say afinie ana mampanyin John Dramani Mahama obetena kunwa kese so ye Ghana mampanyini. Na sesia eye yesika na hoɔden se ye de to enoma mirika etuo no mirika na abrase ama enei ɔse eye single digit se eye fua ba ko pesen intimi enko ye bere bi ne nam se double digit 54% ene nam 5.4%. na ni nyina mu no ya bese ye hwe se de wubotom esi etie se de ne auto petrol 10.5 se de wubotom esi etie na no akire no ana eye Kenneth Nana yaw kuntun kununkun ofuri ata ono so immigration and custom enforcement for ICE the USA almost detain them, and we are led to believe say omo revoke ne visas ama ene on appeal no January 20 and obekwa akotena adjudicators nanim na yahwe de be from beba se Ghana yesi yepe extradition near war a year bilateral agreement with the US. Se obi ye boni bia sa boni no oye ne Ghana ha esunko ye no America wanke ye boni ewo ho na obi ye boni bi wa America ho na ewo Ghana asoso nke sa boni so sa Ghana ha na ni nyina mu no yetime kickstart extradition process no ubusa se eye ne visa no aye revoke no eye fair within the terms of extradition no na yehwehwe se ebeba na ne lawyer for so kasa Ghana ha se attorney general no information a ode ama efa Ken Oforiatta ho no sa information no more or less no na unnecessary say ode be ma giving say or the legal course of action na o take into na enye fair say ode sansam ne beba ni nyina no ye behwe na yetime ehunu se de de fufuo ebeko akwakobo penifo ebeba dem ase so Samuel Batu of the National Democratic Congress obeba ha, Benjamin Isari of the New Patriotic Party obeba ha, Richard Suma, Deputy General Secretary of the United Party also obeba ha. Before then no various newspapers ayensa kan no eye enano pay no enimu nsam kakra no yentim na afie ba ye the first interview no aba be sheshesu gusuneti neat 100.9 FM and eye kinda ADAKABRI, that song you are playing is derogatory. Don't just follow the rhythm. The lyrics are derogatory. Check it. A mixture of a gospel and a profane and all the after. Into focus on the gospel side, you know. Not disregard it. The profanic yina walkan. Titi lalubaya nang to the man kwadano. The Ghanaian Times, also Ghana's most authoritative newspaper. And a Ghanaian Times, and Nimu Hase Pampi was saying, was a President Mahama orders review of NLKGL contract. A contract be a National Lotteries Authority, Omone Alex Dade, a year KGL, Oma Kono, a Munsem Bisusoma 4th Estate, Suleiman Abraham, and a Munsem Alex Dade Suni or a private sector. Now also Kasema young Ghanaian indigenous businesses. Nini Mono, President of the Republic, is saying. Yen review sa contract no ebehwe se de besi akro ose Ken Oforiatta to appear before US immigration judge on January 20 attorney general and what can I say attorney general kro no na say ono no wo pe extradition honsam special prosecutor and no so pe Ken Oforiatta and na hia masa attorney general no and obamu obeboa e ma special prosecutor no betimi ahwe Ameya extradite Ken Oforiatta and an immigration status and attorney general no or then who ajim say or collaborate with the US authorities and a revoke a Kenufuriata visa in July of 2025 and then appealing against the revocation of the visa no and a immigration judge no so obetie no January 20 na January na eba no asa be ka kire. We also led to believe say consular services His Excellency Victor Smith, Ghana's ambassador to the United States, almost extended consular services at the Ama Kenufuriata. And the Ofuriata say consulars in the dominant can be an obe say the lawyers our hodom yet and lawyer Eric family name me refi lawyer Eric Ochredakun. Say lawyer when you bre papa lawyer Eric Ochredakun, a top immigration lawyer of Ghanaian descent or when you bre US one. Saso ena Ghanaian Times no san report Senate increases monthly pensions by 10%. And or say a social security and national insurance trust and pensioner yede emma adwumayfo ayakwa ahomegye mu ayetiatia pensions minimum of 240 months no de de ma wo mo no si ato ko ohamu nchichemu edu ana beka ho. Deposit mobilization strategy strengthens NIB PLC's financial performance. National Investment Bank and Dr. Alhaji Zakaria Wababe Sum to a Jumani and omode marketing strategy egu akwa mobilizing deposit. Ama bank na jinemu papa no ko ni nananum anaso a ni nananum bom paye man no say wakwada we dachi baba be governor of the Bank of Ghana and omakache Alhaji Dr. Zakaria of the National Investment Bank PLC and Odebaye. Amapian Ghanaian Chronicle and also Odebaye. Or say, give me the power and I'll give you jobs. Kenneth Akompreko Ohine e Japan. Na ono and at war prayer MPP delegates enter Abamano January 31 year normal flag bearer. What's one of them over to me, man? No, so for Numa and for Mamma Manum, and Munianum, and Mukunum. 118 former PCs pledged to vote for Baumia. Former parliamentary candidates, Mako, Waha, any Edumwache, and a warmer can team say, Wamo Ebetuaba, Eddie Ama, Alaji Mahadu Baumia. Brian wins grassroots support in the northern regions. And Dr. Brian Champon, and also sono is Siremudie, Onoa, and Walkro, Chronicle, Eddie Abraying. Daily Guide, and also Eddie Baye. I say my presidency will be about jobs. Ken Kennedy, Kwame Akompreko, Japan, and a Daily Guide, a chef one. Almost say, also one dear, when you're Quenya Bay Ghana Mampenina. Nenyum tua obetua no de asa enuma say Anna Kennedy Walker 2024 MPP pieces endorsed by Umia nipa bi ekoko gina mu se ye pese ye nkoto yeso aba ne emram na hwebedwam ewo MPP dinim na ye nsanka amtimi amam na hwebedwam ne no eno se dodo no ase Dr. Muhammad Baumia ana wani beto aba ede amano. Ghana Embassy confirms Ofuriata's US detention. Ghana Embassy. Ana womo abegmayate ye ho ase ekosie se Kenneth Nanaya kuntunkunku Ofuriata na ono immigration and customs enforcement for ICE. Omunsa asonimu edna kwato detention center. Neno ana womo kire se ye kurasi ye command consular services na no and o se there be just a lawyer for ewo ho na delegate e kan ho asemi o se 7 highway robbers snapped nipa nson bi a chese ye bokono ne wo kwantimpon mu na ani approach for ensa aka wo mo sa so ana the Ghanaian publisher o se Ken can lead MPP to victory. Dr. KK Sapon Ose Dr. Kofi Kodua Sapon na wo kadi adanse pefe se Kennedy Kwame Akompreko Japan ono obetimi e di MPP akọ eye nkunimdie mu saa so na MPP race 118 former candidates endorses Bawumia enu so eye Ejapa Mesa na akosua manu na eye almost actually mo say Dr. Muhammad Bawumia wani a yentimi enwini no ebi ni eye Ejapa Mesa ebi ni akosua manu ebi ni Michael Kwe Junior wọ́n mu nyina kire se wọ́n mu eta Dr. Bawumia akiri na afei today newspaper and odiaba or say unauthorized students prohibited from registering WASI and West African students examinations no and obi a onye authorized student akwanya emma say obitimi a register. HIV infection surge in Ghana amid high prevalence among female sex workers, homosexuals and odiaba or say enei mujamu yade HIV na wobeka ne se maba wa sabiaku yebo ba sibra ene mema sabiaku ye fa ye chiri womo ene wo se adosun ewo womu. Corruption fight still government's priority. Vice President of the Republic Nana Jane President of the Republic say Jane Nana na fantifono so Nana Jane na ni nyina ko wie se on a Vice President of the Republic o se kitahye ne proye na adwayen ewo oman we say emu the Ghanaian point na ono so ode aba o se Chief of Staff graces Adukrom Odwira Festival reaffirms government commitment to youth development. Julius Kwesi Debra on a Chief of Staff to the President of the Republic John Dramani Mahama ono na Adukrom ai wakrefono yetonsa ede efre no se yetwa wodwira no koye na se aban de ne botaya ne se emabunu puntu na opese ode ebeba na ne nyina mu no the archives na ono so ode abeto so Ositema Dowenya road project crawls as commuters suffer. Motorists lament heavy traffic. Accused contractor first sky of go slow. Osi ene se wote eye ebiaya efripong barrier hode kwa kokosi eye Dowenya na je se di a eni ho na aye wo efri se kwan a contractor first sky wo ye edi fritema edi akodowenya otwetwene na ase na womoti wo bre na trotro driver for stress nkoa na ekum wo ka kwa plawa obebre saa eno na wo se contractor no ase de otwetwene na ase na go slow bi no oko enti eye Minister for Roads and Highways Kwame Governs Agboja wo se hwe epepe ho bibi eka ede kire wo eye Hohoi MP fight Amewu over ownership of stadium as roads deteriorate. Government policies untrumpeted. Aye, Meshobejania owo eye Hohoi say and before na say so or no beka former MP say eye baby agoprama e wo ho no wo mo ko ho abra ekwan ahodo a ewo eye Hohoi say na aban ni nyuma so a waye so say ye modawuro e wo ho na onei Omudiaba. Polluted river Ewusu shows signs of recovery after 9 months operation. Nti National Anti Illegal Mining Secretariat na womo ekosi nsuo bi so amasisi esi nsuo no ahyase a animu etie. Internet say 9 months for no na yehia basobode na ni nyina mu no Gusuneti Neat 100.9 FM na yentie afutu a yede eba sese first interview no ebedi so
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. treat you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think specialized. Special Ice Natural Mineral Water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Hey, catch it. Listen in here. And you ma beto to dia me baba no hwade no. Twem so betumi a. Hey, asew. Hey, now beka. Ya John to mami ensa duku portmanteau. This way chocolate drink. Na kan wo hwe afibian so beri ni waware ni a. This way chocolate drink. Na kan sia. Oh, asew. Wo den kan no ntumu ho. Me be mo anu nsu wo hye kwa dia ka ho. Wo hwade e wapi ho. Wo ka sa batete e da fom ho. This way chocolate drink.
Crash up a baba worry.
Aso.
Ye fear said this way chocolate drink, ya sorry, no pan on yenum. Ye bishop free gymnum no snack. Ye nya ho ho anu ye de serve wo mo. Ye did we any pebibia bogu ya de so a. This way chocolate drink in yenum. And this one what ya no a. He se kire wom, koko wom, prick wom, bibia wom. Ade wo hia ni so se.
This way chocolate drink.
De wo hia ani so se.
FDA ahwe se adwede nkratoe mo agye atum se eye.
NIT 100.9 FM suni na ene ye dwada na opepon bosumi na yewumi ne da etoso dumienu afi MP no aduonu ensia na yetena ase a na ensema daba maso no se ene inflation ana etimi aba fomo aba 5.4 as supposed to be atwa mu na nam 54%. Na eye normal bo ne sika na hoden a ye de to normal America A2 no en America no mu asane a ese de inflation aba from ne yebusa se eba ne saa normal ye to ene ahyentiade no ya na ne nyina ne kɔ ne san na eduada pia o se normal ebo no da so ti dada no a o say ADAKABRI mon kasa mfa dokono ho kokko ene aburo ena eye samina ena sardine o say anopa ne anwumre adrobafo ebo a yagye no eye moho sai na wo so wo ka no ena ode efa eye Facebook so ede bae etino ebusa se eye inflation said the city no na busa ho say etisen na sana no se ka say eye ye bedi bronya no ene bronya etwa mu no akwantufo ohawa mu ko mu adrobafo ahawa wo mu ko mu ni nyina ho komo ena ye ba bedie yi ekowie say chief superintendent of police Kwamai Secretary Alexander Kwakubing, one year director, Education, Research and Training of the Motor Traffic and Transport Department of the Ghana Police Service. Yaneno enin komo ekakra. Yo, ejaku yamwa afishapo.
Oduma kumada Roma, ye di ano babae. Ewo apugi ene kwatiti. Waye. Na nkomo epese edie no eye ye bedi bronya akwantufuo ahochirom ko mu adrabafo eye traffic awodo ye di mu ye di bronya no susu emu no eye akwantufuo ahochirom ko mu pe hyen awodo akọ ekrom adrabafo traffic omu di mu ye di bronya wie ye susu obi esa aba ne base akwantufo ahochiro mu ko mu driver fo so traffic a ensusu edwa wo mo ho ye sha ase afre hene yo na ye mfa konya wo na ye me ye hu nyina na baba se oduma kuma na ma odi ya afi 20
26. And then I'm here, very age, because I'm very age.
After the death of Christ.
There's a Jesus Christo. Or quite getting so original my so GM, you know, any again,
Sapa Pepe.
After the yes. How do you say? It's half year woman. Peter, for one of the swap. They're on now. Then can say. Now, the year that if you know, not a question, you did you want to you. And for a fear, I can't that. There's a little bit to actually one. South this year, a George, a beer, a Janum, a beer, Nano. So, a ma, Michelle, my own ass with the apple. Now, when can say, we are a 2-1 over the and the year appreciating that, so, it didn't pass with your own thing. There is soon bandia, Nanka, a bit Messian. Nasa, a bit Messian is said, a nipper soup, a cupia, Mamma Papa, or Lipan Magata, or Yan and Fulton, or say, why Nimaso. And the reference will say, now you begin to me. Near Farby, any a company person up by a mobile. Na we are so. Na question is here. Those one is financing the person in the buying. A cookie. It may be a Socrates from a question back home. Rubber form. Na a confess. A sham dwa. A dapadia. The boy a brown a boy some Ghana. I said, yes, I feel so. Yes, I share my over 24,000. So, a better ama. The Doma or a Japanese about Ghana to a dear shop your party. Nanya, me can say, a jet boy. ADAKABRI. Yes, the positives. Go Bible say, we should count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, and see the home. And now, maybe a medicine up say, I feel I am ready, and I feel careful. And maybe a airport. They are sending a yapan. Go a quantity count, maybe a toy. May a share near budget on the past 2 budgets I already. Any old name and could become upon what becomes the legislation. I said, you say, dear, ADAKABRI, what is the new? Can be better be accountable as any. Excellent, as you said. The Diana, yes, I said, a corner air control. A dear, a corner air control. Now, it is not yet perfect. I did the dear, I see a dear, if you said. Yeah, a air condition, who said. A corner air control. Then I have my head long solution. Any broken down things, they didn't come boom. Obi down on their bedroom. Obi down fire on their bishop. Obi here for one of their bishop. That man, and if I do our car, to be covered here only private. A final, a fine one, a major rosa, a year control. A kind of Musa, singing carry. And see, a young one was a few come my age. You have to say a certain minister of finance and a certain president of the state and a certain road engineer of Ministry of House and House. Meaning that a year when the Qatar or one boom bar, as a woman now you wrote the advocate, as a woman now to so the air can't quiet no one can say. Safer road will deliver safer mobility. Ama, or wafa, ya kwa mmasika Ghana sika kuduo almost to be big push. The car almost road construction. A quinoa, a yes, we can get a deal. Almost a man up on one tap, but you have about one time. But you also a young tantan crown. For example, a free campus on the N1 to Sakurade. No, yeah, apart from a planning, the bomb, we start ready to the airport campus. What would they? Food bridges. Makuma Mekai, road proposal. A year over 13 food bridges. Within campus, later by the a pastor, let us say, Okoda, Ubangujobi, Uivam, Ubangujobi, and our tap by Ubangujobi. And it's Tani Mano. The pastor, and my conscientious feet than the UN Saka under the safe system approach, safer road and safer inside would deliver super mobility. Nampany in our lifetime this time, among other things that occurs in our road safety management. Safer road government is Kapuduo, a shame year on year. I can't bang a time. As a blue with nothing. Now you're encouraging us to live out after more. Apart from the N1, I am thinking, Aqua and Lugu. Ocean N1 so where eastbound. A free Tulaku Junction. Equa Cosi as the winner airport contractor also away as a fit to Laku on the NP. Now, Namso, Equa down also. I will a Kosovo, Eddie Renudu, Eddie Fasikuma, Ecosi Sopode. And Fidigua, Yabayan and Tanzania. Now, the share Nano ADAKABRI call. Tonight, the name NCC from Circle. Now, we could do tonight, baby, we could vote for you. Then who say, reading at Union, Naquano, Ebecum, Aqua Koto, Barras, many more. And they call Senka or they call Mine. No dear room, about Pietri, Tarquin, and Pound were all now, under the same project, a quaint idea, you are like the air and the camera. Now, no, Missy may not take a password. ADAKABRI, it's that material. Now, you didn't actually plan on a part of one thing, memoir. Apart from that, anything is free, Kwame Nkrumah Circle. I came, our Matamaya, and so everyone Santa Airport, bypass airport, so I'm a runabout. I have about 270 kilometers now. They say they are buying as I compete the people. I say, motorway no, 1965. Nkrumah, apart from that, the major bridge, ever told for any so on to Rafe, Emma, any on more, or more winter, or muting Sasso, 18 the bank, and then impacted me. Obey, motorway from Kwame Nkrumah, motorway no, a free to Lakuo, Saba, Petaquashino. Nano, Yaya, the Ata Twaso, and Yakuti Malam. I have about 30 kilometers stretch. The subsistence state, what I is a video check road construction, motorway, a major one, our to the expressway from in someone who do someone at the G in church, you know what? Now what's the upper adesso? Now we are going to see at a mancassi. On that, now do a near check more inside. Now they are far from Tadiano, that Ashanti Regina, the bonus to be a table. I walk literally. I have friendly this hotel and channel FPP nothing. I could see Kumasi about 108 kilometers to allow the new safer road, dual carry with interchanges. Will be important for to share. You see there, who was out here to sit there and say safer road at the right. And the young road safety advocate. Yeah, traffic police officer. Yeah, they will mark passage. Any transport operators, GPIC, cooperative, or ADAKABRI VIP, EVIP, Pega, Interior, Metroman, STC, Budabia Dom, 3MS Press, 2MS Press. Nina, do the Nina. Yatidene Edise. Eye Adia Ghana, Anya Dajene, Kapudu, other sectors. And this is a share and software. First of all, to deliver safety, it is said, you and I check on say under the SDG from now to 2030. There are more home when they share AC. And you part do a with the 20 by 50%. And you part do a 20 by 50%. And to do that, I say, you use a safe system approach. Safe system approach, but I couldn't say. Ghana, I discuss to deliver safer roads and safer roadsides. And a bill, and never one. What they said last year, the state made a proposal and it has been adopted. The Road Traffic Act 683 of 2004. I na Nina Nankaswa. Road Traffic Ordinance number 52 of number 55 of 1952. No. Yadani last year. Ama ebema kwanya. Ama adiaba kwe di nya ogana ha. Motorcycle ya tu na jejemu. Te say o man say ya den hihye ba na abesto o mo yusu motorcycle. De boa o mo tiche no o asen na ama omwanya moto papa na mo ntitie papa omwanya nyansa ena odo de tema papa e bi aka moto e di aboa ye omde betwe ne mankwa anda Postal and Courier Services Regulatory Commission emu and the Ministry of Transport and the Ministry of Youth among other ministries any agencies ye be makwan ama motorcycle so ntitie papa e be kwani resopa any shishepa no e be boa ama one so the motorcycle for nipa ama one the extra the French do so oyele no and esan say ya to agejemu a year no etwemu ya ka nipa 2937 and emu 1300 and let me be correct 1,371. And one motorcycle, the past Kuma. It is hard, for example, to ensure that we have safer vehicles. If you have safer motorcycle rider, that will use motorcycle to deliver transport services or the it is good, and that we should look for it and all support. It is also about ensuring that the road construction will be possible. Now, food bridges here, not quite separate pedestrian walkway, Pelican Crossway, from all other roads, natural set, media, let's come along to come and support those specific police. They support it daily, and the state in general. And the schools now, they say, sensitization, Okobo, the Ubo, and to share our through the mass media and social media platform. Now you're more like Gen Z's near one bank. Or one chance, you say, a coin or hair, Yanyama, Yaba Pongkona, they are Susuma, they are a quantum in Petemoa, a dear 994 quantum, then you track a do I have a fear for a career and fear from. They do on my like this year. That a Nipanoa, a green star, will be a beginner, not in Chemuswa, or Church on when you down in terms of left and right, now across it. Boko, the Nantia, then for a cheap and checker, car Nanti and different fan, yeah, Ben and Kevin. So, the way about 80%. the year under review. We are 2,947, 49. 704. No one ticket, no one am car, no one track, and a DBT, Omnica DBT, and I assure you, the signing in order to promote pedestrian safety, the walk our table and the market. And in all this, like I've read this year, the ABBR, my data, and the more I and we are near the home education, sensitization, the chair power, best practice. The amount for a realm of flower and dominant equipment. The Jao, a 2 1 gym, someone and 10 and go back home. The Benya at once. The Benya school at once. Omunya, Ashem Papa, a view, almost school entrance, Omune, road engineer, and come on, Nakadonu, the other chunk one of them offer. Now, if these things are coming up, not DBL, and so, as is about to ensure safer vehicles and about contact tracing for vehicle identification. Now, without and brand about Ghana Police Service, Afimua, and she share a friend of tech. And all every lamb run near Cam, a dear boy, and check everybody. A better say, Onamwa, wow, but 2%. Ghana Police, the way apart from the new cameras, scanners, the Google, and a power, and real, the so to, a who to, sorry, grabber, no way, or can't number the Yama, if the camera, the cows and now couldn't cover. We found 1 year near man, and 1 year near my betting just a shaban, in your soul, a home cat about force. They are not their own 2 mutan, Ghana. You know, a beginning on your boss, and run a thing. So, from Dano, one dance there. Young family, my mouth, do 9. That's it. Why may you want say, Uye Bia? Now, who wants to train? Also, over to iron pepper, and you know it. Besides, to say, I say, a few eba, you always say, I feel quite you. Yeah, but what they will say, is a talk after 2025 one. A very good report. Say, a nipa do one, and Yakunsha, it is so a fair no. Do one shine at Yaki, or one and better. Do one and paper. Now, do one so early. Now, a quite down, name and process, you know, at the boot and Abba, Amado Dono. Atiase boa ama Manchester akoso na chapel to pretend so musmoduma so e tumpong. I think that is the way forward, and that is what I have to say.
At the nature said, I feel na ye call the digital world na here said nipa dasani ebejina eye quantum ponso say or ye prosini na wono na ebehwe say Emra no ebeye adwuma ewo kwantempon no so ana
so me just odo yaba nana adakabri ni ati wona government first kapudo ekoye under Ministry of Communication okoye National Information Technology Agency tia okofa wire e friend fiber optic adisi shame so fa from ya call yemi edi buy living in am kwatemo I see Accra Digital Center. Now, I see you come out here. Me, I can't say. Me, I see. I have for me. We live in the world of possibility. A technological world. Now, we be an in person. Who need me? Nemo. I have from India. It will be civil. And maybe work from satellite station. Any other connectivity about. I'm a hair water. Facebook. Like I don't battle. That's over out. Obi share over there.
On Facebook Live.
I know it's the person so that you say the video na ko shemi. The video they put you. And the years so number no camera. You did go up so. The camera no can you go up so man. last year yeah no yeah test your system speed yeah see nipa mako 120,000 yes send caution notice amo the breathing ebi na ebi yeah take it in ba na so yeah MTTV ni atro caution notice ni atre ba bi a yeah chewo ni amount time any the danu ni ni akatro se enche bia na enche na di o ya Ghana Police Service yen the ticket that no na ticket the ba o di atem na se car ni yaw dia ko di bi ni na ko change the bonus that caution notice be brenya bi e fi say ye abai investment awaye wa nya o ye say ministry department agencies including Ministry of Interior any agencies like Ghana Police Service our government department MTT emphasis na na bia na so court need na court obi ho no a nipa no obetima na te se ya ko ya nia ko yusu aban yusu ko yusu aban electricity or the whole katasemo bra they say ADAKABRI ba ni e ko so na ba
hey and Ghana water baby a chese wutu ya na akro no
no fa me dey buy no na me dey ka 250 ma tia no online man ko ba bia me timi dem bi butu adenta ni dem rosa ho ano fa me yem saba school ya na mpia e enti sana enti se no wi ati ya na no me ti na me tabe e wo tebu e wo before so ya de be brand wo fi enti se digitally no Ghana has been your position that will be few so that is how it is and sana political the police system no and your friend traffic tech GH and you want to say police invisible eyes are watching you yeah man here me jira American one them enche running about na ya never be studio you be check Ghana for fire be faso uko ye ni ese mfata ye mpata obi abakofo milika ya dia ebi ye no afi etwemu enti uko ko milika bro so e camera ni so mu yawo unam kromu a enkomru bife unam highway so a enkomru 90 unam express way ni moto we na e ba so a enkomru 100 na nyam o ya wa nye ni sune uko komru camera no piawo eni e ho ticket no ebe ba wo phone so bia emra no be tire kwan obe abada omani fa so aso npo nkokot na sa so tire no egu pa bi se ota ya wan ra within 2 years o license la driver you be claim abo jimabo it is hard to say we obi ebe ba for ama akonsia bi go etia ya na expand do see bi pass in the fine e be yes no amadodo adimraso ebisam ahia do wo ya tina jamwane aso akwansia esi na bibli kakre na so ya bia kakre bi wa no esan sense se no ensi 20 tan ebi no mo fa brasho ntam ya ni ntam pa ya be fa be for konso ya be kan ye ye ho na you say ya sa ebe bu ADAKABRI una mo contempo so a obedu ba bi ko bi agina ho
entina chese ye ken sameti ase ye a shase UK no na ekowie se wo de car no kra nam kwan so na bia over speed e was stretch bia na do bi wan se ya tworo wo de krata de abro se na nam hanam ase na uko speed sei na ompe manso bia na agetum se ampa no akosa speed na ye de ho adanse na ma wono a e de post to fine no sika sei na fa ko de kukutua na so ntwa na emom se wonyi ntum na wontua fine de the date say kosa magistrate court ha say na ko na yenkofa asem no emfa nhye so de bi sa na ye de bai
o pepe na ye je krata sem bia ni se krata e be pronti na kwabrame e de abehye o letter box ta UK de no ni cham ni man ni tweeting road ni ya ni bia na emom abefo dia abawi asia e ya se o bebre ajati e de se e be se na tweeting de no e be ba fo so
jina so kakra bi mame eje akuna me director BF ono so friend eje akusa and obeka chem say prosy for sending on caution notice say
na ne ka bi ko mo no meka mi nti se de si a na mka je so obuara we de se grofo bi pedabu no me fa ne to ne on kan kire de ne ba ne fon so data me mo ha aja ku na ho te san boni bia ne yakọ ma finshi apa so afre twa mu no be ka kire me se caution notice bi aba se wo over speed o so ye de be na me ka so ye be pussy kid na twetwene ba bia no e de pote e na ba wo phone so de pote na nsa kan
so enye wa ka ena ba na driver no ena just nam ye sorry registration ena ka message no police cancel kusa ena the message no me car no that particular location anytime ni speed na oko intino omo can't them say driver no I will be do work cancel na emo and attract any fine be up but that no pese ya omo ye na chese why now
ajaku samti asie yi a wo driver no and na wono no infraction se bia wa over speed and na wo no registered owner of the vehicle nintino electronic message about a report to driver na ma say aha say any da say speed say and an walk na say say attract fine bia bibi sare bae
almost information about not just second message not just a quick response
it about the na catch your driver no
and one just or patchouli na because also me so mujina kwanto but the man who said good speed or not
chief superintendent of police on so eje kusa Alex Obi chief asemi obe catch them papa ya ne ka say only a little over 10 passes of the VIP and a driver near or in charge of the VIP no ye this message e bre no owner of the vehicle and someone who can I was ya fi ya sha no sanity e
me de pa say mini ajeku edi na no abeto asemi bi pepe na ansa na meka say be sha say be dika e wuze ne transport to president din komo e be sa ba bi o for the mrana pina kwaje bo eja no ade kwan by minister by march there na ya ready na anything no kre mrana e ba ne say o car no so bia wo da na regulation 1 of airline 2180 I will register of vehicles. The car you know na o cost wa I will be here no car we number ni ureni car we number ni ureni ini na no na ye dia emra na say say camera no capture o car number no ona nyeni mu no ye the ticket ne be the ticket ye sa say the brewa ona no ni me no o kan ka so na betia o tan driver na betia o ye be jama ona le mom tell your driver ni na ye so ye sa was standing police boni na be kura PDA police personal assistant device bono le no so ko yan fun so na ujina emra na e ba ni say we ya driver ni adala fo mun tell emra na e ba ni system ya see say emra na what titidia na e better stand and say carry your driver's license carry physical carry say emra na e ba ni say ya see don't forget your license number police ni be gina you buza say license number we we have a license number a police perfect device obetimi abo number na show na yetimi alinke with another register a friend driver license register owa ban jino mu efe DDA ni no so ya hihye awia police go be crash scanner obusa license number oboma no anu aboshi offense no ya that ticket no so be call driver ni no a license number ya aboshi efigi and the card here your camera ne capture the number ne pe ka wo ne se organ na nyina ye bato monka enkrani bi na ni eje kunya yi no
edi me antu abu asi because we no e be require major education emma driver for
yentu yeboas ne yenka ne ye asempa na wakukura wode abey say ye be responsible and honest in our dealings. Say one said the eje kubeka ye no ono ni driver ni now ye in charge of the coach no ye capture registration number no and now say ye register coach no no ye registered owner of the coach telephone number or the ma DVL no and na ye the reporter breno say u coach a ye registration number say no at such a location on such a date speed say and na echo. Now this is a precautionary caution ye de ma wo. It is said the can no or no so called driver no to me o kai kwam ka me ni say Ghana for bi business say be poor bu nam dem can say e de channel. And it is say and what they way so start was say prosini be shia wo kwan so no wa catch yourself for license mame na waje wo license no afi wo kwaji wade akura wo cover note kura bia no amfa bia ma this time round o say prosini no ebe require say semra ne adwuma for our driver's license number mame na wo de mano na mtia say be dishonest enunti ya frame frimpong manso na me license number no makwa kofa Richard Suma license number enti no answer be number e de ama na fe no say associated penalty bia na ye ne license number linked to Richard Suma akwaka. How are you protected say you be say the right license number na de ama no
say Jumadia is so entity pa principal o ma we there mo ni ma be for nvidia digital enforcement device ye entity say enye uje anu afa number license number man na so police here was such investigation eti ubo she mu ya nipa ni di free DV the system mobile ni di ni ana bio na ni mu ni eti so to na we da dia tia na kuma police investigation will be on the spot quickly. Now you identity of the person na wako count say device or license na pass of can amount uni na can numbers so bit na scan or device no e di nya ba ni ko license number e di ato on there e wunya ukura ko no just bobo number ni ma me keke now license the papa you know license for license like digital I have biometric and I know that all these things are also linked with national and state authority Yemen and Java for the no move here Yemen Nemo Yanamican say Java honest in say offense in there and say a car no and I capture and I can't really know. Na number na e woni de yenim onna ebza ne ho enema nya odisi register na ye de ho enkra ama onna on phone so onna be hu nya say onna edu account mo ko onna na na e ma de edu oso a ebi ana yire edu o ana ta edu o ade o ye dima ma no to bibie ana obu ade wa ha na o da to o tru ka yi twi no ni nyina mu no onna menim ka no ne awo kan say onna be tia o because the government is here for my friend, my aquatic, across the country. Our transport officer, Mr. Doe, in your policy minister, you have a church we are back from Yamaya Bay. So we are here in Java. Now, for a ticket, company is a buying chair, una the chair. And it's actually a corporate entity here. I also take the opportunity to call on ministries, departments, and agencies. So they should reach out to this entity. Now, system, I have a digital system. Now, you know what job of what Ghana government vehicle, the crowd, because Uka government car, and I have them too. Put you back on Shamba. Do you make complicated and compare red light to any found unya insurance, unya road ready, almost in there. Now, oh, yeah, near my self. But I know Pia Ebecho, 80 times is the idea, but the war cost the body Bobby.
The next year, Tedia walk in the air. Na prosini kokwan so a won't mean for any personal interest in kokwan or so.
ɛnka sɛ okay why you saying saa infraction way ɛdeɛ magye no magye mu ɛbɛyɛ wone machine ɛna ɛdilie ɛti machine no so ntimi mpa ne kyɛw
ade a ehia paa baako no no sɛ traffic police department no the restructuring is going on because we are moving away from in-person to digital enforcement. Now, a little side by side, it will give me. Now, you know, I want to see now. You should be a home church. Am I a put for I be you want to one, but near the home PDA because I won't be up there from the share bar. Apart from the software application, you know, I was all doing PDA and the matter said. There were cameras and police were a video came. A business tripod so. The business called a sanitary, the junction there. Yes, also so our cameras they train the police for near the amount and to be a police entity before. Or we have a legal police supporters because they will never walk alone. And we are the device.
Yes.
Because we must grow the capacity, human capacity nowadays. Digital devices not can now I'm training, no supervisor. Gradually we transition from the current manual system to the more digital traffic GH because our policy is that police and PTD should automate our traffic law enforcement.
I did not just say I should know. And but alongside until say automation no be fully nipa that's any running alongside no so me encounter a traffic police on the highway 1 2 3 ben and also mission so
adibako a ebeka currently so we are driving we are car owner but there are certain responsibilities we say wow we are car owner so we are private too. So we are commercial. Ninano, a bois, a Jumayim. The signing or car. I dear about also as a car. And only section 38 of the Road Traffic Act say you cannot own or use a vehicle on our road. No, you cannot own it or use it unless that vehicle is registered. You can't register because this is not about there. Now we a register me. Na number no, the amount car no, number the about car. Let me say, give you the class. Emrana ebana, the traffic ebana. The emrana ebate, o car number plate. Ebeya o diapo lebo. You show what you do. You show what you do. Baby, awo. What did you talk about? What transfer car no number? So the police will always be in the know of who owns the vehicle at all times. The owner will be in view. So that when you want to reach out, the contract rate will be easier. And no, easier and time. Car no, what register out there will be more. Who are said about account and it said the vehicle must be roadworthy. Car no, and yet and your car bodambo, and your car yabo, and your car chama. Yes, I need it. I was also going to be or yet challenge you. Yeah, what the whole cat at some certificate and the man they are going to see. Now they are whole sticker, aboka. They say she share never a very easier mind. Can and corner, the camera and the software. You say, can a roadway and not a roadway. They say, I'm running on your Jimano and your sister. I was always Pocano, a boca many. And we are cow now. And what that would get the road certificate now, at 2 years. They cannot be. I'm rusty, and I'm relating to section 92, 93, 94 of the Road Traffic Act of 2004. Any regulation, road traffic regulation, 2012, LI 2180, regulation 5, 6, 7. Say, washing, not a commercial. You see, 6 months. It's not that we should have a good thing. What the back of the Becca 1 month, I'm a 6 months now. What the back of me, I call her car in pool. And I say, a car, no, the car, yeah, the grass here, CBI here, no, the man that I have the road ready, second, the certificate, not the second number. The town in Ampansoa, police is a different friend, the different friend. They say I'm running out of time. They are different. Abuan was missing many. The Jaquanta, the bill said, you didn't have a car on the car. And your insurance, a road ready ticket. They are share. They are a woo. As you said, and no number who said, o car near papa, a road ready car no, at your pop tie, or driving to be via camera. Now, me too, never swim sign, insurance, section 125. I was a compulsory insurance. I was called the National Insurance Commission. Me na part for no yet you say Vanguard and no money have been over for your motor insurance. Now the sticker also above the right hand corner. Now with the insurance policy you will be up to now Boama police in Ampansoa. Then you ask no is a manual. I was so I said that I could not answer. Say you crook a same old thing. Say a quantum also. Now on that, go now, car no, a odia, and a crack and the BBC is a kibao, and a car no to at your port, and call you dear come on. Science is very, who and sign. A share no, what the man wine. Ona, what the man wine. Transport operator, what the man wine. Keeper of vehicles, what the car number wine. Tester of vehicles, what the car number wine. Trade lines, when the auto dealer car no, I will be sure that on all the amount wine and normally test the car not to buy. And no, and they say, who can drive in Ghana? In Ghana, the one who can drive, 18 years and above, I could DVLA. They are confirmed physical appearance. Tell what they are for, only physical disability. Now, I agree most cognitive, what quantity, and an insano, and an nano, what passes. Our media or car covered you, and in the camp. Now we answer. Yes, I've never council. I'm an aquapass. Not when you're a home avoiding crata. The funny Ghana driver's license. And now Ghana rider's license. You will license A for riders. You will be for saloon. You get what? See a honey hole. And they do what truck for and I can say, Pa, be at Muka, let to no. F. And I also, I now move to your factory. I am E, and it's that of bonus. We know what I say. And she say, Ama, Ghana government, I did another license. License our day back. Ama, our section 155 of the Subsistence Road Traffic Act. Not a share, DBLA. And to me, and Ghana and India, only 25 years. And then you can license or the commercial car. They say, and run up about 21 years. And there's another category of people who hold the license. And a professional motorcycle rider's license. That would be 21 years. Over apply, the amount here, now pass the year, and you see amount. License a become motorcycle. That motorcycle now they can. The number plate. I have a commercial vehicle, yellow and black. And it's sir, I said we are driving here. Sir, license. They see out there. You have to crack. Regulation 47 says you should carry the original license. But the Mraco follows about thing. They say you will remember your license number. And the science is here already. If you commit any offense, if there is any accident, the police officer will ask you to produce the original driver's license. And you have to produce it immediately or within 24 hours. If you forget.
Section 48 instead of the carry the original license. 47 carry your original license. Now produce it. Now I can't say produce it immediately, and I can't say or within 24 hours.
Sorry, if the police means now or carry the negative immediately. If this one now you see amount 20 hours. That's what I'm saying.
But then hit that to know. Now or say at the discretion of the police officer, no, produce the license within 24 hours. And then where you man?
And oh yes. So I don't know what say. System na you use the answer na new one be. New one never ban. I can't only new one because we know na ya digital e feel ka dochi. Let me say adakabri. Na say me wo ya fa say me wo bijira mankuma me wo bole bijira bamboy ana mo porto ana mo pata na polisi me ya juma na ku gumbongo ana lawan ana se busulo na me ana fufuso na ya juma ho no nya afena digital atemo tata na mraida na digital ni ho etu be de hu ta ko da be ni adi te ukura hu adi da polisi ni be de hu passengers so enkaka e da be ni amount ti ya mo asen so de se ukura ani bi na ni ni se license no ai e bi ma odi bi ni na polisi ni ho na mom polisi be ji dia ukura nyanya evidence wo ye travel ni and the procedure no regulation what is said carry it. If you have another to carry the responsibility of the driver now on the same carry your license. Carry means that it should be on you. It cannot be said by just to the get the procedure near virtual. I have virtual or DBL and the device no be interactive the license number no can call the man. So that is how we are going.
Yeah, but yeah, can carry it. Section 47. I feel media President Nyaje ya cover no to cry. What my driver nibi driver ni.
Also so procedure carry no kwan ye. O to aso contact regulations on say. O fomra e we road traffic regulation na akwanhyia here. And na we be request a license. E bi so ha. Now, ABA and Fonsono is on the face of the driver's license or specific ABA license. And as a license, a man won't find so the Becastation because ABA license here, a come to go and then I did get later. And now, a woo, and now say a fake. A DB of a share, a movie, and now up on your bound or car, no DB say whatever. Or demand, I will say, all the license and manual. Now the man and young state. So I am remove ya. Or you remove not all for them or jeep on and the gate and one. It's better no as far as the onion. On my own, crack tax, yes, police here, what jeep license, yato. And no, what the sack and no what the sack police notice in Mawa. Police in India and Belgiana. I think Sina Witra, a jetter, Nina put me, license, no, I will put you.
It dear, Sir Prosinino, a Joe license, not the manual. I was on so mount, no to be a dear dancer, or license one or.
You should issue you with a notice.
No one know what you or not also me man no to be a
unprofessional on the part of the police. It's also part why police we are moving away in order to improve our service delivery. We want to rely on the digital infrastructure government Yaban. Now, Yatinia deliver real-time traffic service solutions. Uber number, license number. Bo, we know you. Take it remember later. I will post. About 4, so you have 14 days to be forthcoming.
You
fine also. Yama Amina, what I decide. After 14, within 14 days, person be here, and yet over here, your whole killing. And once I work online, why is over contest option? That's over to there. Yeah, yes, a star 222 hash. Of course, it's ya prepare or your claim and
you.
Then you pay on government, what you call Ghana.com. Only a brand yourself. How now, I also will be working in after 14 days. But I want to call for police. Any government said, either DBA, NIA, and the
you, as a pan out the ashas, ye dear brain. Now, me can say a infitias yet, and you know, ye baba one now so more. Na yet me amasadi we no, and tiasie a ye juma. A creature, and yet a switch, and you be sick near Pagie. Name say, you bit me a mass, 7 more fine.
na obiara di mmara no so enti chief superintendent of police
Meda se the meta can say eja nkan ma ama ye ho enche kura de bia mpacho ni pio ya ma me ho nyi
adaroma yo that's him right and the chief superintendent of police Alexander Kweku Obeng was director education research and training of the motor traffic and transport department of the Ghana Police Service and what in you know na yeah Richard Suma watena say na what is saying I
think oben on betu ye
yo na menua batu also what is saying right yakoya samba nyame ne yeda na se mame na no bribu ahin ni nkomo kakra na lawyer bi wabayi adwuma nkra ha sei ama che se obɔ ne ho modene papa na your friend saying ATTC akire ya na the corporate offices ewo na sata me friend no lawyer Charles Ayibo ama akire kura no say ne baso so e take over abra lawyer Charles Ayibo ofiri amfo aga and say na nanom ba chire kotena na nanom konwa so kukuta tuo no a ne yekoto ne dine togbe topre hodo na awaba aba be president of the Volta Regional House of Chiefs na how refreshing say nana abe president the ban say just na no bribu ahin ni senior ne lawyer Charles Haibo na on sticking a word nana yam wa finshi apa
me Jesu ADAKABRI
nana I want to say there
nyame adaroma
Charles Haibo Esquire and say obeba ye togbe topre hodo and over the weekend waba be president of the Volta Regional House of Chiefs Tim Kakrama yene.
Oh, it's a good news. Good news. Ma myself. Ma buy no your senior. Etina my friend senior. Around 1993, 94, 95, 96 there. Now bo nkran. A lawyer for pa atesia. Na obabo senior dini. Only one, I'll get you the name. No, you should be Kuna, not Otro. But they were handling a lot of cases at the Supreme Court. They were handling a lot of cases at the Supreme Court. Those days, seniors now go hold brief at the Supreme Court or at the Court of Appeal. Now, only Chasa to be only no Sam no you to be. Now no kushia now say unkosuna to me ya oba menso wani aje so no akushia ama why case. So it's a well-known, hard-working, responsible. No, I think Highball, Jabano, and Ku. I say Omodia.
If it's almost Royal Castle Road behind ATTC, the Chico Neba Peter Highball, as so ever take you over a brown no a push you call Akunyanoso.
Yeah, so Onyeni Paketwa, lawyer Jumamu, Onyeni Paketwa is a senior lawyer.
Incidentally, in November 2005, one on a draw contract, Emma Mene, Mr. Francis Poku Jr., that time owner of Hot FM, on a draw contract, ma, or the Etna, yes, inside contract.
Oh, I see. Then that's good. So now we can, but he was handling a lot of those days. About 80% of keepercy cases are the Supreme Court. Now, until na umpa. At the National House of Chiefs cases be briso na oyebi. At the Court of Appeal, if I know the or court of study court of Ketwa. So, what do you think? Senior should be agitating.
There's one per court of Ketwa to set it Kwashi Island.
To tell Kwashi Island, one per court of Ketwa to send a no brief by him.
Send a no brief by him, one per court of Ketwa. I just say, motor court, and I be who send a no brief by him, motor court, a can home
I mean, I don't remember the last time I appeared before a district court or even a circuit court. I don't remember the last time.
na nye just a client no so also be conduct matter the man na or ho yaka dia no aka say such whatever charge that
in Accra, yes, in Accra district court or circuit court to do honor around there. But when you come to Sunyane and Kumasa no more, and then Sekandi no more, and Kofodia no more. If you're a senior, you must always live to that. No matter what, who juniors, my uncle.
They can easily represent and conduct the matter on your behalf.
I tell you, I don't see how be a senior, why are number 20 plus. Now, Mr. Mikao, on an district court.
It is a wish, say, a Nanka industrialist, a banker, and Uncle James, obey the Agbobo Fair of the Asogli State. And obey a president of the House of Chiefs. And as you see, lawyer and Ababe take you over. Now, what the tutor say lawyer and so and or Bono House of Chiefs as president. The Neya Voter Regional House of Chiefs lawyer Nabano. What's your expectation?
Oh, my expectation is that maybe I'll be professionally biased. I want a lawyer to behave, to conduct himself, to lead, to set example. As a lawyer, I mean, by virtue of your profession, sub you, maybe I will be the ethics of the profession. No capacity here, some the ethics of the profession. The bobolo, dear to you, some the ethics of the professional.
But if it's a regional House of Chiefs, a judicial committee which is headed by a professional lawyer and unti regional presidency no kran enye lawyer and the wo na more judicial committee as it should suffice.
Yes, really region be our judicial committee. One some legal advisor to the judicial committee. Region will be but now the brain function I have to say. Well, I stand to be educated. My case I have for. The last time it here, no woman lawyer, meaning she had a woman, Western North, OT, the newly created regions, they blow out woman.
Then I have a new lawyer now, I have a lawyer, Nana J. or no, I didn't have Becca's winning lawyer.
Oh, Nana J. I know, sir. Ultimate sir. On Kobia, why am I in that? Now, on San legal advice.
But at least, Robert, to me, I abua warm.
Oh, well, he can offer that advice. But some Koya, Mr. Meka, it looks like he be now order number from Obia Council of State. Penny, better than so. But
I will share the legend. Ni exploits and normal why ye dear boy yang we share a major case of seven predators and nipa desania near Manasua na when it is so Nanaje Mua or the boy ya that in the Supreme Court at the scene chain. I will share or him or him to me as sama wa na on show course the entire was sama war Nanaje na my koba say also a show course the entire wafre wa him fie near there. And I should be able to say something quite any bini. I have regional House of Chiefs.
Oh, I saw in the background, Judge or Kitampo. I go to me, so I said, I'm quite an man and money be now.
Let me just say, Obet me and Bua woman, a suitable candidate. Telling you, building institutions in the newly created regions, as we are saying.
Obet me, sir, of free hall. Why didn't so no cassette or boy asher amaya? But in Crano, won't you been your backo? No more than one see your backo. And your lawyer Biana obey to myself as a legal advisor to the House of Chiefs.
Now, what does it take to serve as legal advisor to a regional House of Chiefs?
It takes experience on a civil servant. But look, Crano is on Quadaria. Meaning, Bidama or Mokoya interviewer, Yamfa, because no one idea. Obiako interview, so person to be considered as a lawyer for a regional house. wohwɛ questions na ɔmo bisa na high profile cases bi koraa ɔmo ɛfa chieftaincy ho a onim those high profile cases no so what you say
but let's say just and then nipa bi kura suggest a proliferation of lawyers the lawyer for adoso na in certain categories you nya experienced lawyers and handle for my idea let's have proliferation and everything fanana
yeah a lawyer for now ɔmo ka sa adoso no ADAKABRI me esipayo so ɔmo adoso a esipayo because ɔmo kan bebree ɔmo kumasi bebree chambers no so ɔmo adoso metiase but to come kuro bi shukra any resident lawyer as you are talking now Boma including resident lawyer
nana pachoche wo say Doma Hinkro any resident lawyer
say lawyer be practicing lawyer out Doma Hinkro practicing lawyer be out Briku practicing lawyer be out Atebubu
a whole court of appeal judge what Domano you need a lawyer be a war born brother Doma Hinkro
as you are talking now send me chambers or there that Tachimai any swing na owa amanfo motewo
I'm just saying so we chambers kra one cry say bia wo be man no e wo chambers e won cry ne bay e wo legon ne ade no be man no betimi aka say o wo satellite office e wo brekum me nua kwa amboaten keyachi wo office won cry ha say kanda enra ya me twam wo chebi keyachi abie ye fe ne say satellite chamber e wo chebi keyachi solicitors opposite Eastern North Police Command. Enti adenti yenya Doma lawyer kese bia owo office won kran na se Kumasi a obetimi bia satellite office ewo defense Doma ama even come legal clerk bi kura ntina hodom na onye case na asen when no ye the documentation asend na na.
Well, say it depends. You know, I have a chamber in Accra, upper residential. I have a chamber in Kumasi. I have a chamber in Sunyane.
I don't know a head of chambers na kasa atna and Sunyame.
Yeah, Sunyane. Now no branch or upper residential. Cocoa House. We will be doing opposite Ramsia. And I'm running the 3 chambers. But ADAKABRI, everybody why out you say na the be na nyafo. The BM 3 chambers Accra, Kumasi, Sunyane. I don't think say you be either Obenya no Kumasi Accra, Kumasi, Accra Tamale, Accra Bolaga. The Sunyane, Kumasi, Accra. And you need to be visiting the chambers in Kumasi, Kakra, and Kakra, Sunyane, Kakra. Because time biano, as long as a process be able to chamber no be come, and you come. And yes, I be good chamber no must. It is so boa, kasebo, kasepamo, ADAKABRI.
Nani.
This family so papa.
Nani. And no one say, oh yeah, franchising. I'm making sure say, Oberman Kwalankuman Kumani be so responsible. Me no two admit say Agabi as I watch the dark. What me through affiliation. And franchising African legal partners, African legal associates, almost 10 African countries. In Nana, trust na mumpenim for na more experience no. Muntimenya franchising man kwa danket and kitten so control
of franchise na wakanona. I think that for the past 2 or 3 weeks, na ba mitimusa. Because why no franchise no say Obi ababa be wuram na oye obi bi no basa. You issue a writ without seeing and getting the opportunity to examine the writ. You file a motion without you the senior getting the opportunity. I mean, you realize that process is to be clear. Obaba ko share the baby and say for chambers no. Wow, shall now see after. Oh, something.
Just Obaba ko share the baby no.
I said when you colleague be sure say ma we the process we if you oba me ni say wo hwemu wo de je hwe ade afa we announce afa
nana unya papa afa unya bone afa 22-year-old Isinam. Ekoko jina Supreme Court judges enim.
Isinam dey asem to so ma sorry o.
Isinam ko jina Supreme Court judges enim. Ehun ni monyam wa anyi amobo
Me do fire cry.
Na be de obi su kum se no de abedi.
Isinam dey say ka be na ke da bia utu na otiem.
Oye sharp lawyer.
Nke da bia utu na otiem.
Edina na ni nyina no to have lawyers of repute the Nana Topre Hodo etimi eba the House of Chiefs nana ni agye the winning contest no the buyer but expectation and now can we have lawyers also working to ensure say anybody be at rural areas no ebenya access to quality legal representation based on nipati to be free certain areas or motimi excel in the profession na
better like a do be a number. Once you're personal. Let me go to school. I was enrolled in the bar as a lawyer. Now by be amateur. Now electricity no. Why show? I just say what be a lawyer. Don't matter if you know. Can you know? My trans do master for the next 2 years. And some Kanya about domestic. Kurana meeting Kanya. My dear, form have been called to the bar. Kanya. The sanitary sunum san Kanya for Benfield and San Kanya about domestic. None could I obey. Name what fast here for the Sobribuana. I don't know, all your lawyer. And like I brought from go be that. Uncle from that. Na campus was what I can tell it. And to you, this all got them off at the other side. Cotona, baby. Yeah, to follow. I was a standing. Not just say, yeah, bre. Na baba money dear. Na ben Betty ye. Their destiny now their destiny was cracked by benevolent spirit to borrow the words of Chinua Achebe. But okay, just a come, baby, woman, go.
Mati.
Well, it is a problem for us. But the banana so as practicing as a lawyer in Accra. ADAKABRI, what the 2 year have one? And can wash through. And can Kumasi, and can let me have a man and Mrs. Sabraha. And Kumasin Kran. Takura de Tama. Kumasin Kran. Takura de Tama. No, yeah, because look, let me wait and let this be a mechanic. So, as with the Yana moment, Yanka, Yan 7 years, one 1 year, do you know that the whole brain as a partition I was running? ADAKABRI be anyone or Chelsea Caber 2007 de Brunia.
Sir,
hey,
there's a business entity close to you and to me and 2,000 amount.
Well, piano, I'll be a client.
Hey,
but maybe I could be not a champion. I could go back and look at me call walk no portrait for no champion.
Can you imagine?
And therefore,
I could like it to be clear no crown of foot to a crack of the man crash my punch back when you track with him in different.
They don't go once, you know. You need to be fat right with them, sir. Master, sir, the member on Indiana, dear. What's ranking? Now we are practitioner. Now, men fast a back walk over, we now car could never breathe down. One more ton cassie, or one ton cassie. To me, be grammar down for the counter. Or better than catch yourself. Member could be a issue now, or show crowd there now, dear. What do you be one?
Kuma bi kwa consultant kakra bi kura man advice on business ikra no 5,000 or the way go so say twa.
ADAKABRI, because when you are talking in terms of your professional, yet a craftsman, some you any be say, na yankopon ya mshabra na some the fun as so her. The only consolation, like some of us in politics are you didn't act on. Because I have been an interest here one kind, and I come as a tema. Nke bia BBBC nke bia dinina mageno nke bia sa amaso sa
na me fancy na meji brand me invite na nkomo bi enkomo bebree bi ho no mo a histopolitical issues so hono that's a histopolitical issues no
nana tirinkwa na ya waba no afutu amede be ma no because with a hindsight no afutu amede be man say as the president he should be seen exhibiting the qualities and the ethics of the legal profession. As I said, the castle, Nenium, Nanam, Nibibio Beyabiano, and so who's a lawyer, Juman, in comfort.
Especially, sir, Nana Abano, a year, Nifabi, Omu before, Nifabi, Omo, a year, Vedomefo, Nifabi, Omo ye Anglof, Nifabino, Omo ye I before, Nifabino. Asoglifo. It is a different backgrounds na nina crystallizing as the event saying regional House of Chiefs as opposed to other areas na omo ye hygienous.
It is you need to be very careful and tactful. Man fambi am na yesa me tafan we yachi. That is dangerous. And you know what you be baby of free buy. And you know what you be baby. Oko gini kimi free. And you know what you be baby. Or the other fan and now for a young poor. You don't have that right.
Okay.
You see, you take part of the I say. One more
Nana me fancy ya me dear chida.
Last one. I want one more animal Togo.
Aye.
And this sorry no Togo and I Togo for no buy one. You can't be telling them say yeah Togo and I Togo for ba honti. Eti ya ni kasubombi about the house or. That is not fair.
Nana me fro histopolitical issues no. Me fro ne abeka ho asem papa.
Like na ayana wasnama ya wo practitioners na yabra online the cities na operation sidana okono yonko ho a obetima akra cement e bia 200 baht.
And some practitioners no so no nana mu hwehwe akese na nkanye sanka administrative law se wo hwe how profo kwaji permission si be sidan na omutim social impact assessment no mean inconvenience citizens hwe asore kese ya yakosi DSC adanse 44 ewa sankare hwe inconvenience se lawyer ni bi ewo hono mu a ade na wontimi megina mu administrative law make sure say nipa no as part of the planning permission no ke betimi amana ye service road kura e de ato e de do ba bia mo lawyer for so matena se ache ma ba bia betimi adidie no monko
anya say la transaction o koye sa case against asore no asema babeka so ya bronsam babeka so ya bronsam na bronsam afa so look at the society na ye free no society na ye free
the society ni ntimi mfre case ntimi nkoji case bi
na the society the kurano wo ye case ni bi kura na so odinu a show we dem Islamic work for last one case bi ba so bi ba Kumasi na bi so ba Accra you mean some of the amanfo na wo ayi mame sawa ho na wo doburu bi ho
we
nka you be case ya e wo koto a ebinu maye but how that transcend to maybe another lawyer for number bi say wa from number so we say oh mame sawa ho na so wo doburu bi ho
answer ke say ya hwese ye de a brief de be ma wana em fama na me de wase na why na say me be abra mam ye no ba kokot ne be na me fancy ya me da say nya group e de ba wanga edu batimi nka na nche bia batimi nka right enti nana obribu ahen na yatenene na odi congratulatory message at the Togbe Topre Hodo, the newly elected voter regional House of Chiefs, known in private life as Lawyer Charles Haibo and Odia Kasano. Now in the studios, Miaminia Richie Suma, Deputy General Secretary of the United Party, and then also Samuel Batu of the National Democratic Congress, and then Benjamin Isari of the New Patriotic Party. And but for Mamunya Matrasi.
Joseph Rabin. Yeah, Joseph ADAKABRI.
Right. Quick one. You went from say traffic situation our driver for went through. Traffic challenges the genuine Ghanaian traveler went through. Intra-city, the way an normal city, intercity, from city to city, the way a nipa and watch the warm gridlock a barrier on the highway, especially on the N6 Accra Kumasi highway. No, as I said, Mibusa or Briba question be America's administrative law. Sen could be a kusi as well as say a war highway in Cheho. Administratively, no planning permission. Here the manual. Is it at a place to say any panel on contribute to me and build the service lanes alongside the main trunk road, and at the main highway, such that on inconvenience, the Ghanaian traveler. Richard, what do you make of that?
Yo,
sister, Udwanu Tumwa, you be bompa yet, you be cast your bronsam cry.
Of ADAKABRI, Mefa Akwenya Wesuna Machia Kasiana Machia. The entire leadership of the United Party, Namasachia, me penny bakupa, your friend Kobe, Tando, Onusu now CEO of LC Petroleums, Mechiano Cassia, or Fidi Cassia Wesu. And of ADAKABRI, Christmas no dear, mini Benny and Timia didn't come on, Hunu Granda. The Kanu buy no, Oji Baomia, Nigana Mazgu Zikano, Afi de mi Hunu bio. And me a protest statement say free up or me envelope no enye kese praku and I share me bra penny to say Bahama from the call Jubilee House no o mo antun san frey and the OG free Jubilee House or we pay on my envelope. Yo, well, as a matter of fact, I don't know whether there is an aspect of the law indicated that when you have a trunk road or a major trunk road, for instance like Accra Kumasi express highway, say now somebody will want to go and put together a social service center. I love because church is Nigeria, they are all social services, and they are not producing.
A charitable organization.
Maybe charitable organization to maybe go your way, but they are not really doing anything besides taking money from the citizens. Say they are doing absolutely nothing. Nakasa is the reason why Omano is making progress, and we need to take a critical look at them very, very well. So, such an issue, no, I am of the view, say, Anka, Mrabi Waho Sadia, Anka, we can be able to activate it. But say, Mrabi and Niho Sana, then this is where the legal minds have to come to play.
Yeah.
We have to put together any private member bill.
Accra more, no. Now, at the traffic, as part of the planning permission. Contribute to the redevelopment of that area. So that
is it mandatory or is optional?
No, a part of the administrative law. One will be planning permission, or so will be sit down with her. Will be a social impact assessment.
Yeah.
Whether urban or be on my man or area one or my house. As part of the planning permission, look at you say, won't anybody be buha say ya? A Bema main national trunk highway no N6 no ya block and unti Triasika. Service lane, me no, and
so
to
you don't inconvenience
so
other
road
users. Yes. I can say, the papa, but who does the enforcement? Is it the
district assembly?
District assembly. So
yes.
In the case
of planning permission,
in the case of I know the argument is for instance, this they say Philadelphia church people. Maybe they may boamau. You see Philadelphia are sorry for way during the 31st night, Omu created a heavy gridlock at Accra Kumasi Road.
13 hours.
Simply because Omu church facility to the extent that there was a spillover that people eventually had to occupy sections of the road. People were cooking. I saw some video. People were having to cook even 31st night along the road because they cannot get to Kumasi. Complete gridlock. But the issue is that when such facilities are being constructed, a major national project. He said they are kind about the construction of the Tekwashi interchange. It's a major national project.
Yes, Accra Mall.
Accra Mall. In construction of Accra Mall. So when we say, Becca said,
there's developing area.
Developing area, but there's a public attention on the project. Because it's in the heart of the city. It's in the heart of the capital. But yet these other projects or constructing other heavy infrastructure along the major roads no. Also, normally the district assemblies, like ADAKABRI, you and I can testify, say they are most of the time, they are very ineffective. Obeka said, Ebi or Hadesi, don't go and build here. But Obeka said there's somebody building there. The building will be roofed to
Richard, such a facility of that monumental, your friend saying, state, no. Engineer, Asante Achim Saf District Assembly. Obekwa kwa planning permission. Eye plan na said ye say obehwe say ade na because ye can go west. Eye nkoko the same thing and a Zion City. Ono so be see asore no atichiri kuro. Ewo main road ni nchen o. Enti planners na ho no no nyina ye university graduate Professor William Oduro mani bi o.
But when you say enforcement has always been a problem as a country. Say your town and council planning, but do they really work effectively as far as the planning of this city is concerned? There be that.
The planners are not working.
The planners are not working because you see, Debiano, we are quick to compromise everybody. Plan a bill or hokrampo no bet me site akoshe on in paper said the right thing has to be done. But the moment some envelopes change hands, they get compromised.
Because our facility no, someone can say on your service road, 1 kilometer either side of the church. Misusu say.
Well, the church is resourcing now, but for instance, if that is going to cost them about 150,000 to do these extensions now,
service road
now, and maybe the engineer can be giving 20,000 to lie low. What do you think? The engineer will take it coolly and forget. So it is about integrity. We have compromised their integrity as of mine. Anything of mine, no, making sufficient progress because we know the truth, but sincerely, we have swept the truth under the carpet. Dishonesty, lack of integrity, irresponsibility. We place our self-interest first above the interest of Omainu. Anything I ain't call Bibia. So me, I don't see the changes anything.
Samuel Emremu Ekakra. Minia, what do you make of that? Say you see such a facility. Now she has sorry no class teacher. So for no crowd, no plan and a catcher and say, and stand up, made the planning permission. Make sure me approve no. Just want me a service rules be no. I said okay, and at the cost of $150,000 and get beer, tough no betria. And so your planners, so where are they?
Yeah. Papa in Erika, my mincha, me Brahma platform you so. Let me chat you for my Japan with saying. You see, this has been sorry. One of the great things are sometimes a bano friend is saying churches are. People feel say, oh, kokane ya tagu so no ya antichrist. No, I say, oh, penya miasem, but in as much as say, we see what's already. Can we say, are you creating inconveniences for the masses and us? Because we see us already, no wow, we nimpans, baby, I miss us already. At the end of the day, a bit creating inconvenience. To say the way of cite example, because me one video, a friend is saying, Ralph Koye, one of the guys, a friend is saying, second chance or master them on. Yes, in as much as a bigger place to occupy. Now at the end of the day, no, obey or service. And you could see how people were being traumatized during your friends in 31st night. Obi Okukumase, now after we did traffic more than 3 hours.
13 hours grid block.
What you say? So imagine say, na Obi Yari. What will happen? Intinimpa no fomu no wu aweka so o na mesum nyame. Yes, yes o besum nyame ba wo nyame sum na wo besum na baby wo de wa asoro bi si no. E wo so sabin preduas wo de common sense to won say baby amede asoro den be si. Ana baby ameye program yi e be creating inconvenience ama masses na na.
And the software do why then? E your planets na said here. So okoje planning permission. Okoje planning permission so be see no. E your planner no. And also catch no.
At the end of the day no, this is the way I make Brian. So if say Ekoban say I was saying a planner na advising say I was we see no ha and was we see no ha I was here creating this particular lane. Next one year. Is there any law on betimi demolition na because they creating planner
nipa no you say answer na ubesi structure no. I was say land use no a assembly no and a in charge. Into the awodi assassin be no. Ukoji permission a free assembly no. Into what's me the same about into catch and say
ansa na yɛde permission ni bɛma wo no said there's a separate report as to the impact of what sorry no adeɛ betimi de aba ɔman ma so ɛno nti no to mitigate or to take away the challenges of ɔman ma ɛbɛkɔ no tria sika sei na yɛmfa build ɔmo esi dan no ɔmo nso build 1 kilometer either side of wasore dan no near fanya service road so that people go off the main road highway 1 kilometer away and say no ma be do na cheska main highway no na ho o ka kire na when tua onya planning permission no emfansi dan no to betua
in this case no omo ka kire o mana
and because a planners no say assembly no and you report all that planning permission mo ka kire no na so
and so another thing ebi omo aka che no ebi omo anka ebi omo ka che ebi scandals okay jiwe fa she ho na mo ma permit oh yeah to be ebetimi esi
a plan na jiska akana no
ona say ebi si wo your friend is saying kaswa baby omo ye bridge no the way was omo ye obi si dan o ho ye mashi area assembly engineer no wa man permit
don't see dan so
and we sit down
and
that time insurer
inspector no so be hwe
oh insurer na ba na a divert
other people so ho
until later no moves no cause more havoc and ko deal more let's say a friend say e dan no
and responsibility on the part of staff
no yes engineer na was so go mo che no
and ye ne
by the end of the day no bisa ho say himfa no hye and the same assembly wa nti assembly for ne be demolition wa je ho ne for ne chedi
na to mo nyina che
one baby ye share so man
go planners no na you in charge of your built environment the built environment now
enuntina wo hwe some countries bia say engineer obesi dan ye wo ho emra for some number of years e collapse e ba baby saw
yes
because we know see
there was specialists so to say
what we have to do as a mind is because say they be a kasa aban when you aban we no show office no
plan na nya aban
inti wo at the end of the day no at the end of the day say wo for integrity nya adwuma na say wo beje wo de da hye na wa manimpa no kwan na wa kwesi na at the end of the day e be cause your friend is saying havoc at the end of the day na say be produce and wo integrity
na wo hwe say o man na yetimu no ye was specialist be ye wonipa bi obi say Professor SM Boapia of the UST Professor William Oduro of UST was a chairman Sabunsu honorable Asenso Boache omunyina ye key planners na o my way
ongo frɛ no
assembly no entimi nyi wo mo
enti da bi na se oko solicite na adwen kyerɛ sɛ o ma na advice ne ade ne obetua ma na onye enti oje ono anenka ne de ahye ne boto na wa mo na
assembly need to member planning permission say yanya de say na inconvenience o man no na assembly no is it web the
ebisi wo your friend is saying domi last na me na yi hia o se bebia ma na isi dan no o ma ne permit na o si dan no gata so
and assembly na man permission
man permit no o si
and a plan at assembly engineer at assembly hall.
So you can imagine. Meanwhile, who plan and assembly na was nka modem ran ye djuma no.
Mo so ma jibibi. Minu ya no plan for
ya man permit na ja we CDC gata so.
Ma me nchia bi on engineer wo lejo kuku. And na me chia why. And minu ya ba go so engineer wo Madina. Ho so me chia wo. Ma uni amra mu bi Ben.
Over.
Planners just come do many engineers Yankopon or engineer Yankopon or a planner na planners what Ghana omoboy in the light of sir gridlock 13 hours na a highway no SCA na nkrofo na muhudam
ofa mame mfa akwanya so na menchia osonko menchia hwefo na atifo mpempem a omo agebre awie yi na omutie ye omodaroma ntina ye wa ha na menchia me constituents Trobo constituency polling station executive electoral area coordinators constituency executive anache brafo eda omo ano mechia omo nyina na machia me boss Honorable Simon Search, former municipal chief executive for Ganoff municipality. Maybe obia no mechia no machia me nuanom so a me no omo studio ha. Ofa omawe ya nkasa no. Ofa nyamesi enka no kra ye seriousness no e wo fam. Papa 31st night asemnisi ye no ofa what say assembly hokra na district ho na
Asante Achim
Saf ho na program no course no what say ya free engineers ne planners ne even the MC you know ho no kura busa no ho asem say
assembly no so just about under 10 kilometers away.
Yes, just 20 minutes drive no we
What assembly
Philadelphia sorry no of what say ya free o mu bia busa wo mu say ye den na major traffic kesiye ba honom na ede anhyehyɛ ye kura na mudi gu kwan mu a mo hwɛ ma sa program no ba so fountain hwe enye wo na wadaro ma wiai Ghana da wakoma so no wa raise say issue ya from 31st night ebepem ne enye wo fidie so amenti so obi e ka ho asem da
ene che say car park da asore nanim no almost a kilometer from the main road and wadwi ho nyina de aye car park and yentimi am widen
of asore na ono asin aye ne car park no ono oni technical idea when it comes to planning
aye contractor ni sima no
na make say contractor ni si no so wo technical eye obetimi elizi kwa ni bi anaso a reserve kwa ni bi ne use for motorists say problem ba say na ka wono no obeye ba o merge hand in hand with the district planning authority no ono na eso one ne kono omo ye nti say the bus stop with the district assembly.
Yes, planners na wo hono
if you contractor no kra ye adwuma as a planner no una eso ukona ko supervisor say ade na wo ye no say ene mra ene assembly no
emra mu no land use no assembly na said
that is it
emra no as ohene kese ene de asase no ema wo mo ohene no de asase no ma wo mo no ko ni main road mu asase no ye na asase right into no ohene ne de ma wo mo no then assembly no determine the ebeye the honor plan no assembly no ayema planning permission no ono bem
yes enunti na ye wo mra local government at ayahyehe se wo ba be di dwuma bi wo district bi a wokọ assembly no ho na wokọ engineers ne planners ho na wokọ koje permits.
Yes,
now through permit na ansa no mbe ma permit no omo be ba be hwe se dwumadie na wudi na aso wo sese ye ma permit kura se ye dwuma na ansa no omo asese ni nyina wi a omo ama permit ne say yes ya ma wo kwa dwumadie na wo ba be di no ene ye mra ene Ghana hanom no nhyehyɛ ya ye yes e wo be ye program bi a ye ma wo kwa ne ye penti kona yi wadwuma.
And I just say administrative law no what me share say as a result of facility no you be widen kwan no you be your service road so you should pay for it.
And no na sorry I want what me twa what 50 million Ghana cedis I want na sorry 50 million no Ghana cedis what the be see sorry dem ho e chairman members na se wo se wo plan no onye service road what the be to nanim e be ma omo nko na sorry because offer freedom no eni kwa say trumpet one obi nso ne right freedom say what dey ye wa sorry me so me wo me freedom say me ko me kumase me twam akomba bi eni kwa say wa sorry na wo ye ne tietia me fa ahudie so enti planners no omo ma kwai ma sa asem no sa incident ni si ye no eden ni aye wo mo be prim ne
aye keso no na saase no de da sorry na chi na ye nwuram no ye kese sene baby we si sorry na si ade de odi ba main road
because onim say wo oba wanim no no oba be kasa me se wo de ye wura ye adum chedua okọ planner nanim no ne kasa anwe kro obeda fam akoto amada titia no so ofa
kokohwe edom no so mo kantan so ene events asankare ene ye bompata omukoko fu a wadua to agu a yendua omuko yadwi kokofu na to agu asi aso dan so a compensation am I
ofa asem we ya ye kan say nyamesi ye nka no kre pa say o ka na say wanye careful na say o ka ne se ne sitie pa wan hwe a obe free ha na ye be ka say wo ye antichrist ene minu an ka kire wo no
tofo nya hwe
Of ana make
assembly na said
no assembly na said no say on it they say ba ye can one e bondi.
Sorry.
I don't know na wo bo asori ni din.
Ana make say omo nim no. Ti say ne wo ti ha ya wonim mra no. Ana wonim ne na said say esese wo hwe ABCD. E ma ne esi ye ni si wo wonim. Ba say obi aso bom de bon say adum chedua asem bi obi aka ya asori no. Me wa me no nyina te asa asori no nye hwe. Ono oba wo no be na first of all no ye nkyere bibi say anya bi a okokode permit na okọ
so abuso
sa wokọ ho so okode permit na sa wokọ ho so okode permit dia ene e kwan be assessment be no omo ye ya planners ni engineers ne man permit so onkonko ye dwuma
as a first step no ye check say asante a check planning permission omo de man na
so for ne ko ho mpo se yenim for you know be flare plan anokra no wanim ebi a omo te yes ebi a escalate kura omo kwa stop no kra na ye too late it yes ye ascertain the fact say anya bi a sofo no ibedi no dwuma no okwa assembly wase ye ma ne permit ana
but unye permit so antimi incident Ghana
offer TBC offer
alpha bebre ya da when they omo ye no or the red ink no or not the red ink ne be churo stop work
over my adwuma kakra wa assembly o na me adwuma o Ghana Municipal Assembly over na omo wo policy bi kura afre no hweso ma me nasi hweso ma me na mi nsi hweso ma me na mi nsi no untua permit omo tax force for na omo ba site no omo ba onso assembly ho no omo demarcate areas na ma be se 4 groups nti ebi a menua we woda one group ano me da one group ano na wo da one group ano nti me area ano na ebi a asori there bi koso ho nti me ba me de ne se me hwe so ama wo mo wasi because me nko na ye masede se sa area ho na ye de mato ho no me check permit MCE ma ho planner na say engineer no boss no no kro ma ho nti me na ya ye me supervisor me hwe ho nti me ba okay permit se otuani we dey my boys be say 10,000 ye ya be hwa mo wasi na frustration se bi a ono be si ne dan wo be fam nti no obekwa akwaje permit ye so obekwa ha ye be ye sorry integrity test ye be your way fire service bebam pp other agencies so be ba ye wo mo de nti ono no hweso ma me na mi si ne ye ne de no atu am wo mo no wasi meanwhile obesi dan na wie no oni permit nti wo fasade we dey common
Francis Kuchiano or say our main problems in this country concerning planning is town and country planning.
Yes.
No more.
Na Ghana akra say ye ni bi agu.
Debita agu.
Na emu ya over.
Let me be silent.
Over emu ya wo hu omo department kra wo ba bi.
Abatu ko assembly bia na.
Town and country ebi ni Ghana.
They are very under resourced. We need resource. Pick up back kra
we need resource no kire say won exist. We need ho.
I say won ka buy program.
Yes.
Because it's a built environment, you know.
Because I know cry causing financial law to the state. One more ya for mu adwuma mu town and country planning for ni na. Aban tu omo ka. Enso omo nya adwuma.
Problem is you say who cause civilized jurisdiction bi mo a. Before you beba be to asase crapo no. Ya plotting area no dia too hot da.
That's right.
Ya plotting no and they say amasa man say before they realize say people are populating and the enchenu amasa man people will start buying land there. They would have plotted it and uya kwaya ubakra. When you start brochikra, you cannot go and plant any tree on your own. You dare not. Because they've planned it already. At who to me guys I have if you any
no. Ya demarcations na ya planning in ato hono. Ya town and country for us said they say near ya to hono. Mo be so say yes.
Yeah,
enforcement in you because oba area be offer. Ya demarcate ya chese aha ye besi no hospital.
Yeah.
Aha ye market. Aha ye community center. It's ya da ho in paper no. Ewo ho.
But the chiefs to turn around go sell it.
Chiefs better ni a omo sha na se bibia nkoso a.
No
mo trika no mo akọ baby akọ we say okay. Baby ye police station na me nkomu na me resa me tia. Oton na fa pe ni aka ni no.
And to be say community bebre or chrome with no football pitch.
Oh, you
for the young boys to even play soccer.
Yeah, they are estate
so over that
estate developers are finding
as far as planning.
I don't want to say much about this Philadelphia.
Okay,
Sorry,
you
no,
find
no,
that
no,
from.
course, no.
You better find that
problem.
from a fence assembly. No,
Yes,
whether
let's find out from them. Say,
whether
even
there's a
indeed,
plan-
one more so more budget permits. Now
all
measures
we need to do is to find out whether there's a planning permission.
Yes,
I mean covering.
That's all. I think that would be the best. 1 year
of John Dramani Mahama, inflation at under 6%, went as far as 54%. Now inflation under 6%, 5.4, how does it reflect in our pockets? Richard.
Yeah, of ADAKABRI. Me akasa sunu be we program where me wa protest kakra. But only me can say we are na me protest na to wa we.
Protest ne ya dos.
Protest no is in everybody's interest.
Okay.
Of ADAKABRI, yes, as a matter of fact, the engineer yes say
me ready architect me nua baako. In fact, in the district assembly so ofridwaso and architect. And also the government is not employing, so how can they get people to supervise?
No, but this is an old issue that has been bedeviling us as a country.
Or should I say, given our current quest to modernize our country, regenerating cities, the urban areas, the rural areas. No. If the government is not employing people as planners, how are we able to supervise?
Of ADAKABRI, a country of over 33 million, you see only 600,000 Ghanaians are on the government of Ghana payroll.
Because what you mean?
Sikanio, the country cannot employ. So
how did we arrive at the economic figures here?
Oh, economic figures in there. Say if we are talking about inflation, we all agree that inflation reduces. That doesn't mean that it translates into money into people's pocket automatically. Because we all understand, say, it is just about how or the rate or the speed at which prices of goods and services fluctuate. Either, and most of the time it's on ascendancy. And then Rebecca say, oh, inflation is so high that today I go and buy something 3 cedi, but the next minute I go, it has become 4 cedi. This is what we talk about, the clear definition of inflation. And as it stands now, the story has always been the same. Say, even if inflation should come to 1%, it will still not translate into money into people's pocket because our manufacturing base now, or minor Kasano manufacturing grew last year at 3.2% of ADAKABRI. So, say manufacturing, which is what will catalyst the country to be able to create more jobs, and in terms of production, in terms of marketing, distribution, all these things is all part of the industry value chain. Now, Sabi manufacturing is doing 3.2%. Where exactly the job going to come from? And I don't also forget, say, we are under IMF conditionalities. And IMF will tell you, say, freeze public sector employment. And we all know that has always been the mantra. Freeze public sector employment. And it's who freezes public sector employment there? Then where is the employment going to come from? Then obviously the employment might come from what? Private sector. Private sector, Suni, what incentives now for the private sector to thrive? The incentives are not encouraging enough. Look, and then me name the lending rate from the bank. I'm being told is now around 27%. But even if the lending rate to the commercial lenders is at 27%, how many of them are able to access a loan without demand for huge collaterals? And to share, most of the startup businesses now the emerging businesses are onumu na ye ni kosu ye ebetimi ma say there be sufficient job creation in the system. We are not paying attention to them. Until the first year of John Mahama's administration in there, respectfully, we can say, yes, stabilizing the prices of petrol or diesel is a key major indicator as to how the life of the people can be measured. Because as a matter of fact, Obia all new studio has to say, Obeka said he walked to the studio or he flew to the studio. Everybody bought a vehicle, at least he boarded a vehicle or another water fuel and obedua. And now Obia Obeko Jom or market akotwa diesunu, the prices of petroleum products are a key determinant as to how the prices of those goods are performing on the market. And to show you here, I can confidently say nobody knew say we could still be buying fuel at this threshold. Yedi kobra afinu ni wie ya edi di awra afifu from. So the 1 year has been relatively okay. But because of the IMF conditions now, omu this too strictly no. And anything I must say, Ubemu said there are some few improvement in the macro indicators no. But we share the micro to the household levels no there. I can say it is not reflective enough. But nobody can say you sow a seed today and obviously within the first 6 months you want it to fruit depending on what you have planted. And as a mine and as a buying there, I mean him say they didn't plant corn. Rebecca say they plant corn by 3 months and they say Bruno say obviously they are planting trees. So trees take some time to fruit. So all we can say is so far they've done well because look, ADAKABRI placing austerity measures. No government want to entertain it because the government knows the opportunity that present to them no is to do unnecessary expenditures. Then out of those expenditures no now almost siphoni show bottom. But this government has cancelled mobilization fee for contractors, has cancelled unnecessary travel for government appointees. John Mahama has been able to maintain his system ministers and so forth and so on. Then you know just say what deploy some austerity measures to augment the what do you say the conditions of IMF no the conditions to work right now bank as one funds should be able to augment the IMF condition in the urban say you cannot make sufficient progress. So I will wish them well and I will sincerely pray that the 24-hour economy now Omujina as already winning last year election no onuna ebetimia created the sufficient job for the youth because the youth are becoming more vulnerable. The youth are becoming more exposed of ADAKABRI and say yamfa kwan papa bisu Matisse John Mahama Selko initiated the 24-hour authority. 24-hour authority would not solve any problem. Look, when a government was running the one district, one factory policy, you come and say you are scrapping it off entirely. I would have wished, if it is one district another government was doing, you should start talking about each community, one cottage. That's why the Japan have what we call the cottage industry.
Okay.
And you should have been able to decentralize the one district, one factory to the community level. Okay. Not for you to come and say you are scrapping it and then you are bringing 24-hour economy. And as I now, 24-hour economy now. You better say you be a passport office, you be a DVLA, and I be not fully station for 24 hours. And then kick out. Is that the clear definition of 24-hour economy? And to me, though I can at least praise them a bit, but what matters is job creation, job creation, job creation.
Right. What matters is job creation, job creation, job creation. 5.4 single digit inflation. John Mahama in 12 months. And then let's ask Benjamin Isari of the New Patriotic Party. How does it reflect in your pocket?
Over. 1 year assessment of John Dramani Mahama, era president. Brauba Abem. To me, from 2nd of January, Benina station Bia Makubia no made Mama president in the 15% out of 100%. Because Omo no homodin. Baby a Asheshe Niamana Kuduno. Early see a bekaso abono homodin. Because the successor, Yehuno 2025 was a foundation laid down a year 2024. Another Danko Kufuado, and then a mamu a shesheto honum. Because you are John Dramani Mahama, Untimenka said 1 year no, or then she papa biaba, I had the results at the Amaya and ne, as I see a rest of the Bonabas. Offer abroad, you are John Dramani Mahama. Oba Bemuno. Ujina near my best since Yasono or the year campaign. A catcher Ghana for say interest on infant to Abam Faman. A dear need the mountain to Mike see a job creation. So de a Juma, a ba, or Memuhan, Mabunu, and Yambiae. And none of our call feather. A coca say, a choir or be fast with the job or no Amayen. Or the Nshishaye be bar, and no or two needing say 24-hour economy. 24-hour economy of a Omunchre, Muchre, Muma, Ghana for at CRCA. ejitu mu kosan lai to abama wo mo no om se job no ye frɛ no 133 na kyerɛ sɛ adwuma baako nipa miensa ene beba abeye Ghana fo nkyire mu no omo ma yete ase sɛ adwuma aban adwuma ɛwɔ hɔ dada no ye be fa nipa mienu aka ho na kyerɛ sɛ me ye adwuma wɔ ebi a passport office senior Richard kan no na bi a me HR person ɛwɔ hɔ no mu a yɛmfa ne sɛ me nko ana me HR person ɛwɔ hɔ nti yewura John Dramani Mahama so wɔ ba ɔbɛfa nipa mienu aka ho na kyerɛ sɛ HR fo na akwa yɛ miensa ɛwɔ ministry hɔ anaasɛ asɛm a passport office wɔ no asɛm a yewura John Dramani Mahama ne NDC kyirikyiri mu kyerɛ no nti wɔfa yɛmfa ne sɛ Ghana ha nyina adwumayɛfo aban adwumayɛfo a ɔmo da controller a before yewura John Dramani Mahama eba no yɛmfa ne sɛ ne yɛ 800 nti 800 na yɛ no na kyerɛ sɛ aban wei no ɔba yɛ na no within that 1 year no ɛsɛ so wɔde 800 na times 2 sa bɛka ho na kyerɛ sɛ adwuma a yɛbɛnya wɔ ha no yɛ 2.4 million people ɛna ɛbɛyɛ adwuma that was the understanding a yewura John Dramani Mahama ne NDC for the ma Ghana for nye omu gidie ekoto abamo me no ka say 24 hour economy no aye fiasto aye buachi bidin obi anim ne nan enim ba bi egina atonsuom because they say kra de omo nka ho asem biem because enhyehyɛ ya omo ye so omo de begu fam no yewura guzita no ebe ka kire say ono no ye 24 hour 24 hour economy no on ye coordinator o say enye yize na ye be hia 10 billion ansan ye timi kra start say ye 24 hour economy na sika no okofa no we nti 24 hour economy no a yewura John Dramani Mahama kan ho asem no atonsom aye facade say wo ba ne second promise o de ba ya ogina so ye campaign kese pa bezo galamsey o ma Ghana fo nyina ate ase say galamsey no na nado danko akufuado ene na ba mu mpanimfo ate atese wo galamsey no menu ntina yewura akufuado entimi nsolve galamsey no enti wono kra wo ba to the extent say Professor Jamponum and mpanimfo bi aka ho kra no they were calling for state of emergency yenuanum NDC for do omo gi mu say the last option aka say ye be call state of emergency eno omo de ba be yadwuma ofa me no ka say wo ba aban mu sesi NDC aban mu a left right center NDC for from top to down obi ye galamsey to the extent that omo anka so omo national executive have been compromised yo ko hwehwe omo asemu say omo ye galamsey allege so omo ye galamsey NDC this year owo Ebuakwa South o say constituency chairman ba atie simu a wo ye galamsey woni boys e wo kuro no NDC fo nyina omo ye galamsey enti galamsey na ankasa no yewura John Dramani Mahama promises so obe fight galamsey say oba ye no wo hu say now no economy no ne yegina so pa ekura ye kese pa ye gold ena gold no ne kura economy no na gold no so no galamsey fo de ka ho nti wonya na dwen so obe solve galamsey nti say kwaya ye foso ye nya gold no say ye forest enye yasem ye say ye nsuo enye yasem enipa ewu enipa edidam no enye ye wura John Dramani Mahama sem ne dia ne say obehwe so obenya gold bebo economy ho no ho bai
unia ne bem sami bem
me run it up nti ofa ye benya time na yaba be pensem mu ni ade nsem na toto nsani ani ni ahwe ye wura John Dramani Mahama ne 1 year ni just pose no with na nado danko akufu ado nso ba akonwam no ebedi ade ne 1 year ni a compare ni mienu ni ahwe ni otime ball no homode na to me there ye wura John Dramani Mahama out of 100% na mama ni 50% go wa mo no homode
right and Samuel Baku will give him how many percent
Rabbi
mapo
Oshe His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na memua I say the way Jesus Christ de nenkwande beto oba for ma a Christopher a entoma dan ne echiemu mienu eje ye fa hodie no enu bi na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama abeye because obo rekrum a sire aye nkrofo enimu ma because ename ne okase Dr. Kisel atoforcing
atuma
wakotua $1.47 billion for your energy sector debt
legacy one
exactly yeba beswe Mahama in on January 7 2025 ohwana MPP for so latest by on the 10th of January ye call nationwide do so ene me no kase say obi light eduma na ni prepaid na asa obaye won say yakọ nominate team bi aya from the fantastic team and the big team and CC team that be practically ye de nyama gu kwema ma ene me no kase December ya ye kodi Christmas I drive for nani age for the first time ye kodi Christmas full on the prices at it edwedifo anka omukọ ye friends omukọ for omunyoma otogo na jode so omu yusu momu na ilevi ya omuka so ilevi emwa by people for say dabi ye ba akofo maami bi na ya hye nanim makeup na de na parliament house na at the end of the day no ya pass ilevi omu pass ye ba ye see ba bi ye fi o mampanyi dada na adodanko akufo ado ne na be de chire Dr. Mahmoud Baumia yeti krom ha eno modan na omhu demigod so sika teku ni sempo a boys yi di twa beti omonso maye nyame je 10% omonso beje 10% eneme no kasi atiti se hu hwe physical discipline his Excellency John Dramani Mahama odi agwakwam ene na those days miracle boaji so nke NDC net so anka dollar na nka ba se nka edu 30 Ghana en na dollar ne nam hemfa en nam 10 benu pokra no omo say AI omo anga say AI o nanso edwadifo no eni age nti eno kira wo say there is a great difference between the MPP government and then the NDC government ye ba no practical ye di nyoma guakwam boys and girls ya ene omo come level 2 and omo ba level 100 ka chom say no stress school fees ye de be mom omo so ebosire muka enye djuma ene me no ka say boys no omo bia obia o apply bia general fund omo amu asate koi omo so ebe so omo so sabi ye nuanu mo di dem omo so bi so omo so it tells you say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ne ba oba ye no obeji o man no and now let me tell one of the South Africa friends and journalists now all check it the entire West Africa no say no John Dramani Mahama or yeah fantastic job because all shed the way in as much as say you call IMF but shed the way you ejuma me bra na ka so ye ntimi mfa sobo no emfa ma John Dramani Mahama because omo na omo de nuoma gu akọ da bi o na nkwasum a mo de ye fa mu for the past 8 years no eno so na efi hina Russia Ukraine war COVID-19 levy ya mo de be kan ho mpokura bebia COVID ni mpokura fi omo mpokura ba mfa levy ni mpokura nka ho China oho na ye the origination of COVID ba omo mpokura ba mfa levy na nto omo crofos ba ye te far away ye de levy ni to so and the living away ye fi so nti nkwasum a mode ye fam na timamufo no hu se da bi emna so se ye de obi te se John Dramani Mahama beba no mode ne ba na enne omo life are transforming na enne mako organize some forum bi after mame ba ku mieni bi abeto so omo betwa ntro so nuama nko yie da bi enyo omo pe no mo ko market o first those days na nka oba nka nukunu ka ekwa dwuma because da oba atobra because o maame no mbezo be kwadwum ba ene wa fifo no mo so o da me angasa meko because onim so okwa edwemu ye enti wonti mintina video so nga so onuama nkoye na ne owo form na when was the last time I increased the lorry fare sisi adobo fo ni age because eno ene bonfo say driver be complaining oh na bia one or two things be but so far so good no in as much as say bosha ye shirt mamu for ye shirt Ghana man no yen ni nyina nwie ba ye guso ayeje ai ne ukokrom na okase omun rate John Dramani Mahama obeka cho so be rating 1000 over 1000 cause ogbo ejuma beautiful lines netie course ebeba enye si ye say because obo rekrom sisi a nyoma ye investors abo rekro nim aba corona fa no ntuma pefra finally ni enza hwehwe no yenza aka nti ye bo nyame mpa ye se nyame bebo friends his excellency John Dramani Mahama no ho ban ene na appointees ne ministers ni nyina na yentimi mu adwuma nkwasi na at the end of the day no adwadini a sisia no o kwa adwuma o nsuro se obeba na ye doom light o kwa adwuma onim se ne fridge o so si ne nam no aye block en say
okay right Benesari final comment
ofa medase se na emidi ka kan no emre ni ho tinyame ya aduma ye benya mre minua iti hanom a o praising the government eno ana eso ye because o anya sa obe ne day ye wura John Dramani Mahama say o ma promises a ono ankasa wo the timeline to ho enye obi na di tu kosi no so nye obi na kwhye no so o say 120 days
and I say 120 days ya wi
120 days e dey maybe o na betre wo ye dey na wi unye hu then na wo ye ya wa ye wi 120 days.
A 120
days
social contract no.
There social contract no aye.
Ade one kind.
Charlie.
O manu kasa na me so me
ka. Come no asan wi on so. Of ayen koso. Of ade koso. E ma time wa buy we bi emfa ne time. Eno na ye dey adwuma wa Richard Yenko.
You offer ADAKABRI me protest kakra ni say ye best row. Ye nim say you have a plethora of people you run good interviews with them. And your best will say yemre no ye 1 hour me pacho me fire 20 minutes and farmer obi fufuro anya say na ko ene ye kasa be just 35 minutes per na akwa say we who travel far and buy fuel and come to you no we rather we don't get the much time to talk, but those who are in the comfort of their homes no betumi fire about 30 minutes kro mu wie ye enti your best respectfully ye we papa enti next time na wa hwetani ya ba na me bedu abetu something
me nema ma sese wa manka mu kota
ye be sure say ya
ama ndc ne
dwo ye wajide wa wo mu pa enti ya ahwe mre no mai kakra ye sero yeso ye be banten going forward no yeso ye be banten
ye banten mu
me kra na me du abetu 30 enti at least of ADAKABRI hwe mu mai aya fifufro enti hwe mu mai kakra me protest anu no. But then the last point as far as John Dramani Mahama and the government of the day is concerned ye nyira engine tum say aban bia no a continuous process. And as I see, by using the 8 years of this MPP's administration to use that as a yardstick to measure them, then probably to be difficult for us to measure somebody in government for just about a period of 1 year. Because you see, you had the opportunity to lay the foundation and build upon it. But somebody has just come, and sometimes it takes a lot of time to do all the things you promised to do. We are not praising them that much, but all we want to say that let's give them the benefit of the doubt. You know. Na enhwe every na ekopin by July, August. Now still things have started to reverse there. Ebetimi aka say they promised and failed, but as at now no there. Yeah sure we nim kakra. Me the akonya we so be chia say Walters. Who will be very addicted to Nit FM and he say Walters. We are be anu Mr. Echiao. Na ye nyina yemfa akumapa enter bandechi. Oye a Ghana nyina na ye den. Aye and United Party so there ye wo ho ya tutu ye niam aye pa and no ye hwe sanka be ye anka by election bi abeba wa ya so is it ya so east where the MPs die we are looking at it ye be contest na ya chi na ya test your strength na ya hu say at least ya ye be kran the MPP there betimi agi
ko bi si mo party ne friend HP party
enu so ye den
hatred party.
Oh, there be.
Okay.
Right. One day.
Yeah, Richie Suma.
Some of we are not haters.
Ambassador Richie Suma of the United Party. Ambassador Emma Benjamin Isari of the New Patriotic Party. Ambassador Emma Samuel Batu of the National Democratic Congress. From ADAKABRI Mamutu Usioma. Na penyiko judame adu na dimisi abontre ma nanantwi etato the technical production of Brafrema Bankro and share on various social media handles sabre we ya mayemuso no na abnamo and wode ye kofie na ode ebeko jojo you go to net 100.9 FM